In this video, we're going to talk about the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. The Lions lose on Monday night, and the real question is, are the Lions terrible? I mean, are we terrible? I don't know, but we'll talk about it, and I'll give you one reason, one thing I saw on the defensive side that has me very, very concerned. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Chris. I make videos with my friend Craig. We are Detroit sports fans. We're definitely homers, but try to keep it real, so please consider subscribing. Okay, let's take a look at this game, just kind of big picture from offensive side and the defensive side. First of all, offensively, come on, we do it again. We're effective. You know, so much talk about our wide receivers. I mean, it's just not really, they're making plays when they need to. Hawkinson's making plays. Running backs look good enough. Offensive line looks good. And then Jared Goff, I mean, the guy's making plays when he needs to. They have 17 points at half against the Packers. I mean, what else do you need from him? And then, you know, things unravel from there. But from an offense, and we'll get to why they unravel, but from an offensive standpoint for the Lions, week 2, I mean, what else do you want from the offense to do? It's functional. It'll do the job. It'll win games. The offense will win games. And so to see them come out, Green Bay, you knew Green Bay would be firing. And so for the Lions to come out and play so well offensively and move the ball down the field in that first half was just like, there we go. And then Goff made some great throws, scrambled a little bit, kept his eyes downfield, but the throw to Hawkinson in the back of the end zone, I mean, it's like, boom, that's big time. What else can you ask for? So offensively, I'm not worried, or I don't know what, worried's not the right word, but I'm not concerned that, you know, going into this season, you didn't know, right? It's like like wide receivers don't have any. Can Swift stay healthy? Is our offensive line going to be good? Is Goff any good? It's like, man, offensively, we're running the ball. We're doing some things good. I thought we had, you know, on that 4th down play in the first half where we really was 4th and 1 and it was a bad call. I mean, that I haven't seen much of that with the coaching staff where it's just a bad call. But the thing you got to think about is our coaching staff, or just our coaching in general, is magnified big time because we don't have the talent, right? So when Patrick Mahomes, they can have the worst call ever for him, but if he scrambles and throws it 50 yards down the field, no one cares. But we don't have the talent, so we have to make really good calls, and I thought that was a bad call. Overall, though, I like our offensive scheme. Offensively, looking good. In the second half, wasn't good, but here's why. Our defense is horrendous, and it's one of the most frustrating things coming off of last year when we really thought, man, if we could just provide some resistance. I've said it before, I keep saying it, if we could just provide some resistance. Well, what happens? Defensive line is okay, can't get a pass rush really to save our lives though. Secondary, not great, serviceable. I thought Iffy came in as a rookie, played well. So you got defensive line, okay, secondary, okay, but linebackers got exposed this week because we were doing a too high safety look. So it was like, all right, linebackers, a lot of room to cover, need you to be a part of the run and the pass, and the linebackers were horrible. And we knew that they were bad, but the fact that we really never addressed that at any point this offseason was like, okay. So we got Derek Barnes that we drafted, and he looks really good in preseason. And this is what I was talking about earlier. What's that one thing that I noticed from this game that was super alarming, and I'm just like, is he did not play one single defensive snap. So here we have our 2 linebackers running around out there slow. They look slow. I mean, that's just the bottom line. They can be physical, they can make tackles, but they're so slow. And in this, it's not the 70s anymore where you just lined up and like piled on each other and just pushed the pile. It's all spread out. Aaron Rodgers, that throw to Aaron Jones where he pretends he's going to go to the right and then cuts back across field. You just can't even hang with them. We're so slow at linebacker. And so we're like, all right, you would think, especially as the game got out of hand, hey, Derek Barnes, this is your time. You know, show us what you can do. Take a couple plays. He doesn't get in the game. So as far as I know, he's healthy. why the fact that he can't get in, even in the game for those guys, is so concerning. So in a big picture, we lose, we get blown out, but I go back to offensively we're doing enough. But you cannot, the margin for error is so small when defense is bad. Now granted, we've played two really good teams, two really good offensive teams, or we're making them look outstanding, I don't know yet, but the fact that Jared Goff just cannot make a mistake. And of course he does. He makes a couple mistakes. The fumbled snap is just killer, and the game is essentially over right there. So really what the game came down to, if I had to boil it down here at the end of the video, is defense was terrible. We get a blown call down at the goal line where they call a pass interference on Awarie, who plays great defense. The ball like slips out of Rodgers' hand. Wasn't even getting to him anyway. And like, yeah, it's a flag. So instead of kicking a field goal, they put him on the 1 yard line, touchdown. We fumble a snap. Aaron Rodgers makes he makes more than this, but about 3 just huge plays that nobody else in this league is going to make. And that's the game. And we don't have the talent to just make up for these things. So overall, I think offensively we're doing well. Defensively, we're so bad that it really affects, no complimentary football, it just really affects the offense. They cannot make a single mistake, and we're not that good where we can't make mistakes. We're going to make mistakes, we're going to fumble, we're going to turn it over, that's fine. But when your defense just gives up touchdown after touchdown after touchdown, I mean, get a turnover, force a field goal, just can't even do it. And then so what happens? Not all the pressure's on the offense. And, you know, they're like, man, we have to score a touchdown every time we touch the ball, and that's just, we don't have the talent to do that. So that's the breakdown of the game. What I saw, my thoughts on it. I think we're okay, but look for a video soon. We're going to look at, man, should the Lions trade for some defensive help? Even in the midst of the beginning of the rebuild, are we that bad defensively? We'll look at that and we'll talk about it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Catch you later.